Hello, parents. Welcome back to another episode of Parent University. In this episode, we have our school psychologist, Summer Newman, and myself. And here we give you more information about social emotional learning, what it is, and what services we have at our school to support and practice SEL. We hope you enjoyed episode 3 of Parent University. Hello, parents. Welcome back to another episode of Parent University. My name is Mr. Morales, and I'm the school counselor here at Desert Sunset Elementary School. And with me today, I have Miss Summer Newman, who is our school psychologist. What we're going to be talking about today is social emotional learning. Let's go ahead and get started with the definition. So what is social emotional learning, or SEL? SEL is a curriculum in which students gain and practice skills and attitudes to develop how healthy identities, manage emotions, demonstrate empathy, establish and maintain supportive relationships, and make responsible decisions to achieve their goals. SEL advances educational equity and success through building trusting and authentic school, family, community partnerships.
So what are the 5 areas of SEL? Well, it's self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. And within all those areas are the corresponding skills.
Let's go ahead and get started with self-awareness. So self-awareness is the ability to accurately recognize one's own emotions, thoughts, and values and how they influence behavior. The ability to accurately assess one's strengths and limitations with a well-grounded sense of confidence and growth mindset.
Next is self-awareness and skills. So identifying emotions, accurate self-perception, recognizing strengths, and being able to have self-confidence and a growth mindset.
So here we have the self-awareness feelings wheel. So this wheel is basically used to identify one's feelings. So for example, if students come over to see me, one of the first things that I ask them is, hey, how are you feeling today? With this wheel, they are able to tell me what they're feeling and how they can break up that feeling as well.
Next is self-management. And self-management is the ability to successfully regulate one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors within different situations. They are also able to effectively manage stress, control impulses, and motivate oneself. And it's also the ability to set and work towards both personal and academic goals.
So some of the skills that come with self-management is impulse control, stress management, self-discipline, self-motivation, goal setting, and organizational skills.
So self-management problem sizes, such as coping, we try to look at the size of the problem. So is it tiny, little, medium, big, or huge? And some of the coping strategies that every child and teenager should know is being able to practice mindfulness, doing some exercise, checking in with the feelings wheel, reading, coloring, drawing, and being able to talk with someone.
Next, we're going to jump into social awareness. So this is the ability to take the perspective of empathize with others, including those from diverse backgrounds and cultures. So the ability to understand social and ethical norms for behavior in different settings and to recognize family, school, and community supports.
Social awareness is also perspective taking, empathy, appreciating diversity, and having a respect for others.
Next, we have social awareness. So here we have, for example, the circles program basically states that red means for strangers. We have orange, which are community helpers. Yellow, we have acquaintance. Green, friendship. Blue, family. And purple would be ourselves. And again, think before you speak. This is something we truly go and follow. So T is for true. Is it true? H is for is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So those are things that students need to think about before they are when they are interacting with others.
And relationship skills. It's the ability to establish and maintain healthy and rewarding relationships with diverse individuals and groups. And it's also the ability to communicate and clearly listen, cooperate and resist inappropriate social pressure, resolve conflict, and seek and offer help when it's needed.
So, when it comes to relationship skills, this includes communication, social engagement, relationship building, and teamwork as well.
So here's just another example of relationship skills. The picture shows a message. So we take turns completing the messages. I feel blank when blank, and I need blank. So allowing them to express what they need and what they feel in any situation.
Responsible decision making. So, this is the ability to make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions based on ethical standards, safety concerns, and social norms. This is a realistic evaluation of consequences of various actions and a consideration of the well being of oneself and others.
So responsible decision making again is being able to identify problems, analyze situations, solve problems, evaluate, reflect, and think ethical responsibility.
So again, we have the stop, think, act method. So we got to stop about, or sorry, we have to stop and think about what we're going to say by take. And first, we have to make sure that we are taking a deep breath. Next, we got to think about what the problem is, and what are some of the options. And the last one is act. So basically, we are going to proceed with the best option, and we're going to act carefully when making that decision. Um, so then we also have what the problem solving process is. So step one, what is the problem? Step two, think of some solutions. Step three, identify possible consequences. Step four, make a choice. And step five, evaluate the outcome.
So, what are the SEL benefits? Well, a meta analysis of 213 students involving school based universal SEL programs, including over 270,000 students in K through 12, and talks about a skill set. So, the improvement of social emotional skills in relationships, improvement in planning for the future. The attitude is the improved attitudes about self, others, and school, being able to make better decisions, and a decrease in anxiety. So within the classroom, it's going to be that positive classroom behavior and an increased in positive school climate. And for academics, you're going to see 11 percentile point gain on standardized achievement tests, and they're most likely to graduate high school.
So next, we're going to talk about a little bit about the district-wide focus on SEL, and this is the SEL at elementary schools. So one of the programs that we're going to focus on is Second Step. Next, we also have Comprehensive Counseling Program. We're going to talk a little bit about PBIS, or Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. And lastly, we're going to talk about restorative practices.
So Second Step is a counselor-facilitated curriculum. There are weekly lessons divided into units that are covered over the academic year, and it's aligned with the students' developmental levels. And with that comes school counseling. So it assists in the growth of social emotional well-being and academic success. It's data-driven, a tiered approach, and then the counselors work with all students. There can be classroom lessons for all grades, small groups that can be 5 to 8 students, and there can also be individualized counseling.
Next, we have PBIS, which is a data-driven decision-making framework for establishing the social, culture, and behavioral supports needed for a school. The purpose is to make schools move more effective and equitable learning environments. Related to reduction in problem behavior, increased academic performance, and improved perception of safety. Next, we also have restorative practices. So this focuses on building relationships and community. So when applied in schools, restorative practices help to create a trusting environment by giving both students and adults the opportunity to make positive choices and interact respectfully. So this includes effective language, or I statements, and it also includes community building circles and talking circles as well.
So, what can be the implementation at home? It is important for students to have consistency within their different environments, such as at home with caretakers. And this builds for a stronger practices and attainment of their social emotional skills. So, things that they're learning within the school at their SEL, and being able to apply these within the home as well. So, some tools or interventions that translate well into the home include modeling behavior, feelings vocabulary. So, similar to the feelings wheel, being able to really touch on their specific feeling and the zones of regulation, and then using I messages. I feel, I think, and so on.
And so basically that was it for our presentation today. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of a better understanding of what SEL is and how it pertains to our school. And if you guys ever have any questions or concerns and want to reach out to us, you can always reach out to me, the school counselor, or you can always reach out to Mrs. Newman, the school psychologist, and ask us any questions that you may have. Other than that, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and we hope you have a wonderful day.